Hi Aries Moons, thank you so much for being here. I am Divine Femme Care at 144, very happy, grateful, and blessed to bring you this reading. This reading is designed for those who have their moon sign in the zodiac sign of Aries, unlimited to anyone who should find this message or should this message find you. For this reading, I will be doing a 4-card spread using the Melanated Classic Tarot deck, clarified with the Egyptian Tarot deck. I've already pre-shuffled both of the decks. I'm going to shuffle the first deck a few more times and split the deck, and we will get started. And I'm just hearing, Aries Moons, that you've got this. You got this. We're never given anything that we can't handle. And I also just seen, look at there. This pentacle is coming down towards you. I feel that's that message that's coming through, that you got this. The card of victory here with the 6 of Wands and then this Ace of Pentacles, there's a new beginning that's being dropped down towards you. And I have a feeling that you know this. But with the 5 of Wands that can come from this card and the resistance, and then seeing the 7 of Pentacles here too, that waiting energy where you may have felt like you have been waiting just a little bit too long, possibly having doubt and not putting full faith into the timing of things. Your fire energy coming through very strongly, where you're more of that quick go. And I feel this is a part of a process for you coming into a new, where it's helping you to balance yourself and your fire and be able to manifest, but trusting the universe and knowing that everything that you put in, you're getting exactly what you put in, you're getting out of this. And this pentacle here, this lovely pentacle, this ball of sunshine that's been shining on you, it's getting closer and closer to you. This is your energy here with the Wands energy there. And then Sagittarius, Leo, and Ophiuchus. 6 energy, home, community energy, unconditional love. Also the energy of the Lovers, 6 of Cups. That may be significant, but there's a new Ace energy. This is totally new. You've overcome and you have the victory. Mini reading for you lovelies. We'll do this one more time and split. And keep the party going. All right, so your first card. And I haven't quite figured out a good layout. I shouldn't say a good layout, but a comfortable layout as far as these 4 cards. So I appreciate your patience and just working with me and understanding that I'm totally following my guidance. And yeah, so let's get started. Look. All right, Star. You know, I feel, again, I see this as you making the best of your time with that patience, and this being a part of that new part of you, where I feel in the past with the fire energy, and there's the ball of sunshine, but it's like this ball of sunshine has like burst into like a sunburst, almost like a piñata, where nothing but goodness comes out of that sunburst. And so I feel that you're feeling this energy and thriving in it. It's just, I feel that it's not moving in the way that you had anticipated or expected. And this being about that energy also of having that understanding of what divine timing is, and realizing that not everything works on that wonderful fire energy of yours. This is a card of Aquarius, but this is how you are being seen overall here as a star. Someone who is vulnerable, offering the truth, unafraid. I feel this is also the energy of one that has worked within their shadow. So that Libra energy coming through, where that's your polarity energy, and that balance energy I was picking up on with your fire energy and balancing that. So you tapping in and having some shadow work, doing some shadow work for yourself and through yourself in order to come into this star power here, this true star power. It's like you're already the star, but I feel this is an elevation. Almost like seeing this 2 here. This is a round 2 here. I'm getting from one step moving up to another here, going to a whole nother level. 7's here. There's 7 white stars here. That's giving me the energy of you being on the right path. And then the sun energy that's coming through very strongly here is Leo energy. So you may have strong Leo in your chart as well. But that being about renewal, illumination, and everything that has to do with the energy that is coming out of this, I feel that that's what you're also displaying as well. So you're being an illuminator. You're also one who is balancing. A water bearer where you're taking, I feel, the toxicity of the everyday world and neutralizing that energy, transmuting this energy as you're returning it back to the earth in order for this energy to be healed. Because Gaia is going to heal that energy. Gaia is going to heal that energy. And so seeing this vessel pour down onto the earth and this being poured into the water, water and earth coming through very significantly. I'm getting that there may be some elemental placements in your chart where you're combining certain parts of your energy. I feel you've got the formula down. And as you're recalibrating and coming into more of your success, you're learning. You're learning more and more, and it's only increasing. And I feel this is also like some of you that are going through trial and error. Not necessarily error, but it not being the way that you wish to see it, and still continuing to go forward and continue to move, continue to do what it is that you do, continuing to be you and do you. But it's leveling up. Like you're not wasting your energy, you're not wasting your time, and you're making sure that you're utilizing the best of every single moment. This is a card of 17 that breaks down to an 8. 8's overall about prosperity and abundance. Wishes coming true and through here. Divine is letting you know that faith and the seeds that you've planted, those are being watered and nurtured. That sunlight is going to help that all of that grow. I feel like you're the main seed here though. What you've planted is all taking place from within. So anything you've planted outside of you, it's totally because of the wonderful work that you have done for yourself. But you're being seen, you're appreciated, you're recognized. We have the 6 of Wands come out with the Ace of Pentacles, the 7 of Pentacles, Pentacles, victory, success, overcoming, accomplishing, being seen. So you could be famous. You could be very well known in the community, in your community, across certain lands here. Seeing this rooster here, I'm getting farm energy. So some of you may have a farm. You may be farmers. This may be something that you're getting into and becoming more successful at, the seeds that you have planted initially for your new start. It's growing. Red energy is your energy there with Aries, and then also Scorpio. So Mars energy coming through very strong here. It could be we just went through an energetic shift where Mars was pretty significant and very connected and close to Venus for quite some time. There may be some, with that shadow work, some work with that Mars energy, resurfacing of toxic energies, things that needed to come up in order to be transmuted here. And that's what's happening here, I feel also too with these vessels here. I do feel too that a lot of you are in sharing mode here, where you may be sharing emotion here and connecting telepathically with another. I'm just seeing this water kind of shift. There's an opening here, which means that water is still flowing somewhere. And so that water flowing, I'm just getting there being another energy here that's present with you. And it could be this star energy that's not necessarily a part of this you here. As we see that here. But the light is shining on you. You're safe, you're protected. You're doing your thing, you're growing, making it through that shadow work where it may seem rough and it may seem hard. But again, you wouldn't be given anything that you couldn't handle. I spent a lot of time on that card. I feel the importance of that is very significant for you. where there may be some backtracking with that shadow work, and you, again, tapping into that Libra energy to recalibrate yourself and to find and maintain that balance and transmute any negative energy or toxic energy that's coming towards you, or that you have experienced, where you're kind of taking on this leadership role here too, and carrying, not necessarily carrying the burdens of others, but what you're experiencing and seeing. I feel that you pick up on that, and so you're taking this energy and transmuting that as well. And then again, with that U energy, we do have 6 white stars. So that 6 energy, I feel that tying into that 6 of Wands energy and confirming that energy there for you. The 8 energy also tying to the Mars energy that was picked up on with the Scorpio energy, 8th house being about Scorpio energy. You could have very special placements in the 8th house or near the 8th house. And then your 2nd house energy having to do with money, that 2 energy coming through there again. Very significant there too. Your 2nd card we have is the Chariot. So this is movement forward. This is that overcoming energy, that success, that victory energy after the shadow work here, and building yourself up to a place where you're now being seen and recognized. Knowing what it is that you want throughout this shadow work, having the messages given to you and sent to you to let you know that all is well. Being comfortable in this, and now we have 7 energy, and seeing the 7 here, I feel that's almost like a match here where it's just like an instant connection that's taking place. The red energy is coming through here in the front of this Chariot here. And I'm hearing the armor of God. We have Sphinxes here, black and white energy. So I feel that the message that's coming through for you is very clear, and it's black and white in order to help you to be able to move forward. This is that movement forward. This is you also having that balance and building your abundance. Building upon the abundance that you've been working on already, and this being a testament to that increase of what it is that you have, and now moving more towards even more of that. The 7 energy being a message from the angels that you are on the right path. We have the stars here. I feel that's almost like ancestors and your spirit team that are with you and helping to guide you, but keep you safe. They have your back here too as well. But to keep you safe, and when I say to keep you safe, what I'm meaning is with a leveling up, it's not very common. And we're coming into the age of Aquarius, that Aquarius energy here. We are in the age of Aquarius where things are shifting and changing. And we're coming into a new earth energy here where there's just anything of a lower vibration. It's a part of that recalibration where it's going to be shifted out, bounced out in some kind of way. But I'm just getting, with that shadow work, you receiving message from divine about your identity of possibly, past lives and whatnot. But then with that awareness that's coming through and that wisdom that you receive, that being a part of this energy of helping you to know what it is that you want, see what it is that you want, and go move and go move towards that energy there, taking flight. Moon energy coming through here too. The moon is the ruler of Cancer, feminine and masculine energy with the sun and the moon there too, as we have father energy and then mother energy with the moon. Also Venus energy, where Venus is the ruler of Libra, that polarity energy that's within you there as well. 1st house and 7th house energy, very significant here too. So it's possible that with your rising sign, you may have Aquarius rising, you may have Cancer rising. Just getting there being some very strong polarity energy with 1st house, 7th house, and then 2nd house and 8th house. But this is movement forward. I feel this is also about you taking the time to love yourself and take care of yourself. With that Cancerian energy that's coming through. Being very intuitive and listening to yourself and knowing what it is that you want to do. And following that first before you do anything else. because you have this wonderful awareness of just who it is that you are and the power that you have within you. And everyone that loves you, seeing you through this and wanting the best for you. But overall, very balanced. I feel this is the shadow work, the transmuting, being covered, wishes coming through, you being vulnerable and being in your truth, but also being very successful and seen as a total rock star here. That balance energy with the Sphinx is there, moving into that, and now movement forward. Your third card, and this is the second card here too, so that second energy, 2, 2, and 2, could be significant for you. That's been very prominent for a lot of these readings lately, especially since we've come into 2022, with that being 222 as well. So that could be speaking to what is taking place for you, the great level of transformation that is taking place for you in this year, and you overall being guided and protected by spirit, your angel team, spirit team, ancestors. That 7 energy very strong. We have 7 and 7. You could be seeing 7, 7. With that 7 and 7 kind of matching up here, that 10 being very strong on its own here, even though it's combined with the 7 here for the star and a major arcana. And we do have 2 major arcanas for your first 2 cards here, which I think is also speaking to the impact and the power of the shift and the movement that's taking place for you. But that 10 overall, breaking down to a 1, that being that part of that starburst, or excuse me, not the starburst. I'm seeing this as a starburst. Some of you may love starburst, but the sunburst from that Ace of Pentacles there, where the 10 breaks down to a 1, leading into a new beginning. You taking all the, again, bear from any disheartenment or I feel sadness, just low vibrational things that I feel that you are picking up on as people are also elevating that are around you here too, where you're considered to be the leader in this. I'm getting leadership from both of these cards here. Your third card we have is the 7 of Swords. Another 7, 7, 7, 7. And so now that you know what you're doing and what you want to do, I do feel that this 7 of Swords energy is more about, like, I'm getting teamwork energy here. Where I was getting another energy here with this water energy. So you could be connected to a water sign. And I'm getting to that there's that 8 energy, that magician energy coming through. Excuse me, where this being the third card, that third house energy being Gemini, that being representative of magician energy there. 7 of Swords energy. My throat just started to get a little tickle here. Excuse me. And so with this 7 of Swords, it could be about communication. That's what Swords energy is, but also about intelligence. I'm getting this being more about a method, and that star energy being connected to that with these 2 cards aligning here. And this magician energy could be more of this cherry energy, but I do feel, again, the seeds that you've planted from within are going to show on the out. So this water energy that's being picked up on here, where we have that connection here, where you're sharing and also receiving. I'm seeing that too, because the foot's in the water. Could be this cherry energy here that you may be seeing outside of you here. And I say that also too because this is giving more of a masculine energy. And I do feel, with that being said, that teamwork energy, we have a masculine here with that moon energy. And then we have a feminine energy with the sun energy. Always connected is what I'm hearing. And working together as a team. This being about, even though this is a Cancerian energy here, this being about a spiritual energy and then more of a physical energy here. But there's movement. And I do feel that this is two energies here that are participating in the Seven of Swords, with the sevens being in all three cards here that we have present. 777. Break out the cherries. Oh, fun, fun, fun. So, I would say with that, in the triple sevens, the three energy being more impacted here with the 3 sevens, and then this being the third card of another 7 here. You can see here we have 2 swords on one side, 3 swords on the other. That teamwork energy. It's possible that of the 2 here that I'm getting with the masculine and the feminine energy, it could be both of you too, because this is giving me the energy of an androgynous person here, where I'm getting both female and masculine energy, but working through that transmuting energy coming from the star there, and taking, and when I mentioned not necessarily bearing the burdens that you may be experiencing around you and seeing around you, being able to handle this, that formula here, right here in the 7 of Swords. That's pretty much it right there. That's pretty much it. And then leaving behind, I feel this may have been a part of being stuck, or being a part of something, like these 2 swords are in front of the circus here. And that 2 of Swords energy coming through there, where that's about contemplating, again, that 2 energy very strong here on this side and on that side. So taking swords that may have caused harm, a 3 of Swords energy, and then a 2 of Swords where someone was not making a decision or closing their eyes to something that was in front of their face. But this being a part of a process to be able to listen to their intuition. So I feel this energy overall is about what's being transmuted here with the star energy. And in doing so, it's creating a shift, and it's creating more of that movement. This movement going through manifestation, as we have 2 major arcanas. That speaking to one manifesting and how we are moving through cycles in order to get to the 21 energy of the World card. That also breaking down to a 3, where we have more 3 energy, so you could be seeing 333. And even with the 3 of Swords, a lot of 3s here. But working together to take any negativity and instantly transmute that energy to boss up and turn it into gold. Yeah. All right, so your 4th card. And look what we have here. It's the 2 of Swords. So this being worked on is what I'm getting. And the way that this is coming out, even though these cards are moving this way, I'm getting this being about that shadow work and moving this way. Working on things from the past, those things, that energy that is resurfacing itself and coming up in order to be worked on and worked through, so that one can be in this star energy. So I feel this is just kind of telling the story of what one is moving away from. That 2 energy very strong there. I'm seeing this as a V. That's standing for the energy of a 5. 5s being about change. Also the month of May, so that could be significant. With the energy of 2022 coming through here. And then see all the 2s that we have. We have 2, 2, 2, and 2. So you could be seeing 2, 2, 2, 2. And then also 2, that 2 and that 2 and that 2 and that 2 add up to an 8. Going back to that beginning card there, where that 17 breaks down to an overall 8. Scorpio energy. But this 2 of Swords here is this 2 of Swords. Where it may have been with the moon energy that's here. Work for a particular, and this is a feminine energy, but the alignment here, the balance. And I said androgynous here for both of these energies here, but now seeing with this card coming out and this card coming out, the way that they are, we have feminine, masculine. I'm still getting androgynous energy here, but there's more of a masculine energy that's present here, and then feminine, and that being aligned there. So almost like showing the way that both of these energies are working together, that teamwork that's coming through. Because I'm not getting anything deceptive from this. I'm getting this being more about having a plan and working this plan out. Swords energy is, again, your polarity energy of Libra, and then Gemini and Aquarius. More swords here. So with that energy of teamwork and working together in that telepathic way, that going within to be able to listen to one's intuition, I feel that with that intuitive energy from the Chariot, the masculine may be helping the feminine to be able to do this. And then the feminine energy helping the masculine to be able to transmute the energy of a Three of Swords and then the Two of Swords. Double Two of Swords though here. And just overall communicating with one another. There's two energy very strong here. So I'm getting that partnership energy coming through. The counterpart energy coming through. The two major arcanas at the beginning of this reading. And then how they are both working together in order to transmute any toxic or negative or unwanted energies. And working through this successfully. But the moon energy being here, I was noticing the strength of this yellow energy here too. That being a part of that sunburst, the sunburst energy. I feel that's that Leo energy where the balancing of your fire is helping you to tap into other parts of yourself, where you may have Leo in your chart here too. And that Leo energy being something totally different. Like all fire energy is not the same. And so I do feel that with that energy of the star and just being able to do that shadow work and discover, also the Chariot energy, discover who it is that you truly are and the power that you have within yourself here. Because even if, you know, this is about counterpart, this energy has to be coming from within oneself first before it can even manifest to anything that you may see outside of yourself. So overall, this energy is you. But I do feel, again, that this is about teamwork of two individuals who are connected and are manifesting, working together to be able to transmute and to move away from Two of Swords energies, seeing how special and how powerful they are. And I think that's really cool too, because normally when the cards come out, and I did mention this too before I started this, just with the layout and the way that they're being read, the energy is coming off totally different than what I've done in the past with my layout of 6 cards. And I think this is super cool. It's almost like the Aquarius energy and the Cancerian, like the significance of these wonderful energies coming through from within you and that specialness. And just how different and unique you can be. And I feel you're showing that more and more each day. Purity energy with that white energy. And then the water. The water energy here. Where it's that open flow that I was picking up on here. And so I'm getting the infinity symbol, where this could go back to this and tie to this and that water connection there. So we have 2 blue energies here, throat chakra energy, and then 2 yellows here, solar plexus energy. Solar plexus being about that identity energy, having confidence within oneself, feeling that sunlight energy, that abundant energy from within yourself. Healing that energy, and with that healing, it like I'm seeing it, just it's that sunburst energy, and it's the sharing energy that's being shared This energy is being shared because we have a little bit of yellow here and the moon here too. Meticulous work being done by two here. But overall within yourself, which is super, super neat. All right, so let's get more of some clarity here. I'm going to put this over here. And we'll get the Egyptian cards out here. I'm going to shuffle. All right, so we're going to clarify the star first. That's too many cards. I just want one card, please. Thank you. And another two. Two of Swords. So we have those two sets of swords where that androgynous energy, and notice where this fell out too. See how cool this is? I love your reading. Your messages are not necessarily spoken, but they are communicated. And I do feel it's about communicating between two individuals, but also the energy of you tapping into yourself here and doing the inner work and the self-work. The divine masculine energy and the divine feminine energy both working together here is what I'm getting. And I did channel your title beforehand, which is even more, it's like icing on the cake almost, because it's so fitting for the way this reading is coming out. I'm very excited. Sorry. And I, yeah. Okay. So getting back to this, just notice the Two of Swords here on this side. So this being carried to be transmuted. You can just see it like it's like, okay. Like it's even coming over the Chariot energy here. That mental, that crown chakra energy, that guidance here, that protective energy. Oh man, this is amazing. But as it's being carried, it's covered, like the energy is just covered, where it's protected and it's being followed through, and it's wish fulfillment here. It's successful. Six of Wands that came out earlier, successful here. More partnership, counterpart energy here. Calling a spade and taking care of what needs to be taken care of for the betterment of all. And that being a part of that sunburst there too, with this being above the crown, opening and enlightenment, that illumination and that awareness and that wisdom coming in from divine to be able to help you make your wish come true. Teamwork here though, you're not doing it by yourself. And then this Two of Swords over here with this here. So for feminine and masculine, where there may have been Two of Swords, it's mirroring energy here. Oh, I love it. Very strong mirroring energy that's coming through here. But it's being worked on, and it's being healed and transmuted. And I feel the feminine energy being the leader of this. And in doing this energy of transmuting, taking what no longer serves us and feeding it back into the earth to be healed and then sent back out again. But also shared here too with this Chariot energy. Now it's like a catalyst for this movement here with the Chariot. There's an assurance here and a knowing. But very cool communication I'm getting. The stars even matching. So much mirroring energy here. The red, I'm just seeing that too here. The red in the background of this water here, the red mountains. And I think that kind of speaks to what's coming from these red vessels here and that healing energy and what can grow when the sun shines on what it is that you've planted. And it's so pretty. But this is, getting back to this card here. I'm going to leave this here, but this is clarifying. I feel the transmutation of what's taking place here with the star. And just speaking to that carrying of this Two of Swords here over to this energy here. The 7 and the 7 connection here to be transmuted. Teamwork makes the dream work. All right, so let's get to the clarifier for the Chariot. Thank you, Spirit. Clarifier for the Chariot. This didn't want to stay. All right, so this is in reverse. I'm going to take it as that reverse. I feel this deck, I just got this deck, but the energy is very strong. Very, very strong. Knight of Pentacles is slow movement here. With this clarifying the Chariot, I feel that this is a part of that Two of Swords energy coming through that's being healed from. As the Knight of Pentacles, energy is known to be one of the slower knights. The knights also make up, all four knights make up the Chariot energy. So this Chariot energy possibly having had been too long in this Knight of Pentacles energy of movement forward. But the Knight of Pentacles is one of the most responsible knights. It is the most responsible one, who is that meticulous energy. Takes very, very good care of their finances, and before they make a decision, want to be very sure about what it is before they move forward, and know that what they're getting into and investing in, they make very good investments, and what they're investing in is going to be worth the energy that they're putting into it. And so with this being in reverse, I am getting that, just complementing this Chariot energy, even more showing how awesome this major arcana movement is going to be taking place with the knowledge and wisdom that's taking place here of transmutation of Two of Swords energy and no longer being in this. Also too, the arms are crossed, where we have a sword energy coming from one side that's going to another side, but then also vice versa here for this side. You can see here that we do have those two swords crossing, these two swords not crossing. So there's some play here, I feel, going back to that infinity symbol there and the healing energy, and also the mirroring energy between a feminine and a masculine here. But overall, this Chariot energy, I feel, with the awareness of, you know, possibly themselves taking a look in the mirror and being able to reflect on them being in a Two of Swords energy and this being healed. I'm seeing the sun energy here in between these two swords here, where I do feel that standing for the feminine and masculine living in their truth and being in their truth, but being united. And that Two of Swords meaning and clarity coming through more for both of these energies here, where I feel it may have been clouded or not necessarily been given the appropriate meaning of what this actually means, where I feel it means something totally different for this masculine and the feminine. Whereas in traditional tarot, I just feel a lot of the old ways are going by the wayside here with the age of Aquarius that we are moving into even more and more each day. But in that knowledge of knowing about oneself, also to having the sunlight energy here, and that being a part of that Egyptian energy. So it's possible too that the Egyptian energy coming through here is related to that knowledge of oneself. Hold on one second. BRB. Okay, I'm back. And then Pentacles energy is Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. All right, so let's clarify the Seven of Swords here. All right. So we have here the Knave of Chalices. This is the Page of Cups. This is also in reverse. So with this being next to the Seven of Swords, that water energy that's coming through, where I was getting that being connected to this energy here in the Star. And then also we do have water here in the Chariot. masculine energy coming through there too. And you know what? I just noticed too, I feel like this is even more of a feminine energy. So it's possible too with the masculine energy being in this Knight of Pentacles, even though this is a Knight energy, that balance needing to be worked on, and that possibly being a part of that shadow work for the Chariot there too. Finding the balance within themselves here, and in doing so, this helping them to be in that strong Chariot energy of all 4 Knights and moving forward successfully, having the knowledge and wisdom about their truth and who it is that they really are versus what they've been told most of their life. And so with the 7 of Swords here being clarified by the Page of Cups, I feel that that 2 of Swords being a part of this Page of Cups energy. Pages are about messages. Cups are about emotion. So this possibly being some kind of, with the amount of swords that we have here, this communication being possibly about immature communication and having growth from this now with the awareness and knowledge within oneself, but then also outside of them, that sunlight energy, that sunburst, assisting with this here too. And I'll show this again because we did have that in reverse. And not just applying to only the masculine. I do feel that all the energy that is coming out is very applicable to both feminine and masculine energy. So the feminine also having this energy of this Page of Cups, where I feel this is just in reverse, is speaking to that being no longer, where we have leveled up, that leveling up and being able to communicate with more knowledge and wisdom in a more mature way here. The mature way coming through with the Star energy and the Chariot, with those 2 being major arcanas. So let's clarify the last card of the 2 of Swords. A lot of 2s. I think that's very special, speaking to the significance of counterparts here. Clarify the 2 of Swords, please. That's too many. Just one card. All right. Let's see what we have here. So we have the 5 of Chalices, which is the 5 of Cups. So with that going within the healing energy that's being transmuted by the Star energy here and the feminine energy that's present, with this being in reverse, and also seeing the Eye of Horus here, having that knowledge and that wisdom gained, doing the self-work. I feel this is an Ace of Cups energy, where one is learning about the investment within themselves, going back to that Knight of Pentacles energy, putting that into themselves, and then manifesting that love that's being put into oneself is one of those seeds that have been planted. And so with this being in reverse, I feel like that's speaking to the growth of that seed. Now moving away from this 5 of Cups energy, where 5 of Cups is about missing someone or something, possibly having regrets. But I am getting this being more about missing. And so for both masculine and feminine, with the balance of the masculine coming into more of their masculinity and away from femininity, that was more of femininity that was picking up here in this Knight, even though it's a Knight of Pentacles. Both energies here healing. Where also too, I'm seeing this with the Ace of Cups here, and then the other cups here, there's a 4 of Cups energy here. So with that being upright, it's possible that, you know, there was some awareness already, and then a 4 of Cups energy of just not caring. I'm seeing this as a cigarette here too. So there may have been, while, you know, there was a missing energy, and then that 7 of Pentacles energy coming through there too, some smoking. And then seeing the green there, we could be talking about marijuana here too. Or CBD, I'm hearing. But this energy being overall about what's taking place in the meantime. And so that going back to the Star energy, connected to the feminine. Making the best of your time. Whether you're resonating with both, with masculine or feminine, I feel this applies. Again, the energies present apply to both masculine and feminine. But with the clarifying next to the Two of Swords with feminine energy. And I can't even say that because I do feel that this feminine energy aligned with that masculine speaks to the feminine within this masculine energy here. But then also to the blue connecting and the red there too, back to the star. And the star energy also could be that feminine or the masculine energy there too as well. But the Two of Swords being clarified by Five of Cups in reverse, where one has been going within, healing themselves, coming into more of a pure state, blindfolded to all the outside chaos that is around them, being able to listen and love themselves and hear the spiritual messages that are coming through and doing what's best for them. And so no more Four of Cups, no more Five of Cups, and then no more of the Ace of Cups. I feel that's one of the things that's been mastered here too. A part of that formula there, where it's an automatic flow of an Ace of Cups, where you're now putting yourself first and foremost at all times. And in doing that, it's also creating this shift of change here and healing from Two of Swords and Three of Swords energies. And this being worked on and worked together and through very successfully by a Chariot and a Star energy here with the masculine and the feminine. Let's see what we have on the bottom. We have the Magician. And the Magician energy did come through. I feel that that infinity energy, very, very strong. And the reason I say that too is because with this being on this end and being yellow, it being connected here with that 8 energy, but then the infinity energy within this whole reading. And then the 1, where this 7, more applied to the energy of the 7s that are here. And then the 2s applying within themselves. That 10 standing alone, breaking down to a 1. This speaking to the energy that both feminine and masculine are using, the Magician energy. And that third card, third house energy present here, Magician energy. Where in the past, the negativity that's coming from that, it could have been a negative energy coming from a Magician energy, and that dealing with that Seven of Swords, where the lower end of that Seven of Swords would be about deceit, lying, withholding. This being healed from, though, and that having to do with the Page of Cups energy. And I'm hearing the story of Ruth and looking back, and the importance of not looking back, but looking within. And then let's see what we have on the bottom here. And this was in reverse. The Magician was in reverse too, and that's why I picked up on that lower vibration. I do feel that's speaking more of what's happened before and is now being transmuted by the feminine here. The wand here is being held in the same hand here as the Chariot here. So that going back to the masculine energy, very strong there. But getting back to this card, we have the Four of Pentacles. And that 4 energy coming through here with that 4 of Cups that I picked up on, and the 5 of Cups that's present here. Pentacles is more of that grounding energy of Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. 4s are about stability. So I do feel that the clarifying energy is kind of speaking to healing any kind of instability that was taking place with that 7. And kind of presenting itself in this way with the 7s that are here. And then the 2s that are here about the partnership that is residing in each of these cards. 2 and 2. 2. The Knight making up the Chariot. And then even with the Page of Cups, I got the energy of both feminine and masculine there. And then with the 4 of Cups here, there's 2 and 2, where we're healing from, I feel just with that withholding energy, there being too much of it. And that going back to that throat chakra energy that's being healed from there too with the blue. 5s being about change again. And then that 5 energy for the 2 energies. 5 and 5 making 10. That 10 right there. Breaking down to the 1, where we have this over here on this end. So So overall, I would say that the underlying cards, the cards that came out initially, I feel definitely told the story for your reading. That you do have success, and that, a new beginning in this pentacle is being brought down to you. You're bringing it down for yourself. As above, so is below. So the work that you've been doing within yourself, knowing and being confident in your decisions, healing from solar plexus energy of not being confident, and then also to throat chakra energy, possibly about that connectedness of not necessarily speaking a whole lot of your truth, feeling like you may have, and that being a part of that Seven of Pentacles, like, okay, I did this, so now I'm waiting. But the guidance here is for you to, and this is the title I channeled, keep going. So, Aries moons, this was your reading. I hope that these messages were very helpful for you and enlightening and inspiring. I think this is great as far as telling the story between a masculine and a feminine, but also the specialness that is within you and the power that you have within yourself to create and make change. If you're not seeing, what it is that you wish to see. But I feel also, too, the messages that are coming through with the divine wisdom and knowledge that's coming through with one stepping into their power and doing that shadow work, realizing that you're true, powerful kings and queens, and that you have the power to overcome anything. And your wishes are coming true because you are continuing to believe and have faith and to keep going despite what has happened in the past, where I was getting this being a part of past energy, and we're shifting this way. This way being about transformative energy here too. West energy. The sun rises in the east and it sets in the west. So thank you all so much for being here. I do really, really appreciate you, and I send you all my love and wish you all the very best. Until we meet again, take great care. I love you. Peace.